That was bad. Right there. So, this is not an ad. This is just me trying something that was in my saved for a while. But a while ago, this pre-workout popped up. Probably just good marketing. They were like, oh, pre-workout from the black market. Super strong. Try at your own risk. Caught my attention, of course. So me thinking, didn't really Google it. I just kind of saved it. I basically was like, okay, I'll get that eventually. And I was at the Arnold this past weekend, and just first thing that caught my eye, saw it at a booth. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get it. It's been a while since I had any strong pre-workout. I've tried to limit my caffeine over the years. When I was competing, I was taking a lot of caffeine and just a lot of stuff, and it wasn't really good for me. And I've tried a lot of the strongest pre-workouts. I had the original Jacked back in the day, Jack 3D. I had was it Mesomorph? I didn't like that much. And then my favorite was God of Rage Reloaded. That was strong. That was 350 milligrams and a bunch of other stuff, beta alanine and whatnot, and citrulline, L-citrulline. But that had me in the gym for 2.5 hours, a night, and I just still didn't even want to leave after that. It just got me, hopped up. But that was obviously not very good for me. So this stuff I found is strong. So let's see, it's got 200 milligrams of beta alanine, 2,500 beta and anhydrous. That's one I don't know. 350 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. I need to do some research on exactly what that is, but yeah, just a lot of stuff. The other one that I saw, no, I think it is this one, but they said it was 400 milligrams. But I have not full scooped it in a long time because I've been trying to limit my caffeine. I've been taking stuff called adrenaline, and then whatever else I can find, or whatever's at arm's reach when I work out. But I figured, what the hell? Let's try some strong shit. So I might not do a full scoop. That is a big ass scoop. Good God. Yeah, that's a big scooper. I did want to dry scoop it, but I don't know if that's the best idea. That's huge. Right in the cut. But yeah, this is gonna be some strong shit. And I wanna try it and just, maybe document some of my workout and then show how I feel. I used to dry scoop all the time, and sometimes I miss it, but also you get more benefits out of drinking it with water. You're supposed to drink it with a decent amount of water. But just take it to the dome. But I used to do a heaping scoop, which would be a scoop, but also with, they got more, how many of these packets do they have in here? A scoop with it was also, almost a scoop and a half. How was this in here and now I can't get it back in? Get down in there. I'm gonna drink this one before I leave, so I might start tweaking on the way to the gym, and I'm just rambling at this point. So yeah, tell me something's too strong or I shouldn't try it. Tell me not to do something, and I'm gonna want to do it more. I'm gonna get curious, so just put it down there. It's actually tasty. Again, it's not an ad. This is me just trying shit for fun. With how much caffeine and stuff. Again, I did almost a full scoop. There was a little bit left. You're bound to crash after, so I'm gonna have to go probably have a great workout, go to the grocery store, run my errands, and then come home and just plop on the couch probably, hang out with the pups, which they're not gonna, just to film some workout. Still got some stuff at the bottom. Ugh. Oh, there's a lot of powder at the bottom there. I realized I just took that like a wuss, like a bitch. Oh. And now I'm gonna get my ass in the car so that I don't start tweaking too early before the gym. Right? It's gym time. Yeah, he doesn't want to give me kisses right now because he knows that I'm about to leave for the gym. Yeah. I love you too, Mara. Maybe I should have waited to take it. I'm already in the gym parking lot, stimming, shaking a little bit. But yeah, took it like probably 15-20 minutes ago, and that stuff kicked in probably 5 minutes in. So let's see how this workout goes. Oh. All right, so yes, that stuff was gnarly. So I just got done with like a 90-minute like lift, maybe even longer. Honestly, didn't really want to leave the gym. And again, maybe it's unfair to kind of like attribute all of that to the pre-workout, but because I haven't lifted in like 4 days and pretty well rested. I still have a lift, and I ate a bunch of carbs last night, but that shit had me like tweaking the entire time. Like I'm still shaking. So great lift. I was very focused. I had pretty like really good mind muscle connection. Felt like everything. Also the music was just hitting really well. So I mean, I'm in my compact core here, so I don't really have even a good place to like dock my camera. So it's like sitting on my dashboard, ready to fall at any moment. But yeah. RIP to the rest of my energy for the day, probably because I am for sure going to crash. I still have some errands to run, so hopefully I can get through all those and go grocery shopping. But yeah, that stuff was gnarly. I am still quite stimulated. I honestly could have gone longer, and I lifted heavy on everything. So I did like chest, a little bit of shoulders, a little bit of triceps, even some biceps at the end because I just had more energy. But yeah. Again, not an ad, but hey, if you guys want to sponsor me, I'd love to take the pre-workout. Not all the time because it's so strong, but you know, shoot me a sponsorship, you know.